Hey guys, this is my little rig rundown for Le Reddit. Tell y'all what I play through. I mostly get a lot of session gigs or church gigs, playing at churches, and a lot of like looping stuff for ambient stuff that is getting pretty popular these days. The guitar I play is a Sir Classic Pro. Ignore the nerd corner over there, guys. Sorry. Um, but it stays in tune really well. I have the SSH configuration on it, which is really nice because most of the time I stay on the neck pickup for a lot of my like cleaner sounds because I run the amp a little bit dirty, or a lot of bit dirty, and then the humbucker to really drive it, and then I'll throw on something else for like a lead sound. And I have the tuner over there just like when I'm playing at home, but I really just I tune before the beginning of a show. It doesn't matter if it's an hour or 4 hours, and the guitar will stay in tune. It's really, really awesome. Uh, yeah, normally I just tune before the show and I throw it back in the gig bag. Now I'll go to the signal chain. Um, First is the Prince of Tone. It gets switched out regularly for like a Tube Screamer, a DoD preamp, Joyo Ultimate Drive, just kind of whatever I'm feeling or whatever the amp is reacting well with. I play with a lot of backline amps. This is my Vox that is at home most of the time, but whatever, it sometimes sees the light of day whenever the venue doesn't have a amp there for me that I can't use. Um, but it's got the switch on there for OD, boost, or distortion. Just kind of whatever. It's really cool. The waiting list isn't long for that if you want one of those, and it sounds like it's got some dip switches inside that I normally keep off, so you can really sculpt your sound. I have the Warden necks from Earthquaker Devices. Got their sticker on my board too. Got an Analog Man over there too. And my Walrus Deep 6 broke, which I was using for a long time, and it was really awesome. I sent it back to Walrus, and they were really good to me, and they sent it back. I only had to pay one-way shipping, and they fixed it. But I needed like a compressor because like that week, so I got the Warden, and it's got the 6-tone controls on it. So I got this one specifically so I can learn more about what all these do. Because whenever you pull up a studio compressor, it brings up a lot of these controls, and if you're a guitarist, you're like, "Where's the blend knob?" And it doesn't have that, so I work in the studio a lot, so that's really nice to be able to dial that in a little bit more. And the El Capistan's next, and that's really like where most of my sounds come from, where the bass of my sound comes from, because I normally never turn it off. I have a little MXR style cover on there, so I can like make adjustments with the mix of my foot, because I like a little bit bigger of a sound when I want to lead, and then I want an even bigger sound when I'm trying to do something ambient, and then I keep it like down to the 9 o'clock position whenever I'm doing like rhythm stuff. And then the favorite switch is normally set to something rhythmic, like a dotted eighth. I think it's got dotted eighth on it right now. And then I use the El Capistan also. It's got secondary functions where I dial in just like a touch of reverb, like all the time. Just give your sound a little bit more depth. And then the Seraphim is next by New Neighbor Audio Effects. And this is the Expanse series. If I have 2 amps, I'll run in stereo, but I only have 1 amp at home, so I use that. It's on the shimmer mode right now, and then like a little bit of repress, so we'll go to reverb. So kind of 2-in-1, kind of awesome. I normally dial this in for like a crazy ambient sound for some tremolo picking, and then this is for everything else. And the Expanse series is really cool because whenever you get tired of it, you just want like something a little bit different, which is what I want all the time. If you can see, like the Prince Tone switches out all the time, and you can just connect it to the computer. Got the cable for it right there, actually, and you can get another sound because they're always updating it. I had this pedal for like a month, just to try and get all the sounds I want, and finally got it. And it's really cool. I have a different knob on there because I used to hit it all the time with my foot when I was turning it on and off and switching presets and stuff. There's a DC5 under here. I guess I'll show you underneath the board. Take that out. Got some zip ties all in there. It's not the neatest, but it's pretty cool. DC5 powers everything. Put this back in. Guess time to show y'all some sounds now. I used to have a big box delay, but I came back to the El Capistan because, I mean, kind of wanted to play guitar more than dive into menus. Got tired of it after a while. I have a DL4 over there, which I mostly use for looping, and I got a big box DMM, but it'll occasionally go right next to here, but I'm kind of scared it'll break it because they break down pretty easy. Been thinking about getting a Nemesis too, but, you know, this is kind of where it's at right now. I wore some shoes, so you know, I know y'all hate feet shots. Can't get this thing adjusted. This is not normal. This is just on an iPad, so sorry if the sound quality is like really awful. Oh yeah, and I use chicken picks. If y'all can see that, y'all probably can't. Chicken picks. They're like really, really thick. They're cool. I run my amp pretty dirty, and I run the compressor and the delay on all the time. This is like what would be another rhythm sound. If I want to do some chugging, I'll turn on the Prince of Tone. Then for like a lead sound, I'll dial this up a little bit more. Kind of get the idea right there. And then if I want like a, oh yeah, the preset button, I normally keep like a dotted date, so yeah. That's pretty cool. The Seraphim, put that back where I want it. It's set to like just a really big sound. This is just the reverb by itself. Or it's not, but it's with the El Capistan right now because it just always stays on. And then the shimmer. It's kind of subtle right now. I'll dial it up a little bit so I can hear it. And these two are both buffered, so they have trails on them, which is really, really nice. I have to have trails, preferably. And then the El Capistan, whenever it's a little bit like dialed in for an ambient sound. And there it is, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. Check out the rest of my YouTube channel if you want. Thanks.